guys, my name is Brenda Cole. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about how I annotate books and how I just annotated Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So guys, I actually haven't annotated a book in a very long time, and for some reason I just got into the mood of wanting to take some notes and wanting to highlight some stuff and put some sticky notes in a book and annotate and try to remember some special and powerful moments in books and authors that I absolutely love. If you guys didn't know, I'm trying to read all of Jennifer L. Armentrout's books as soon as I can. I do have a few of them on my TBR shelf that I need to read, but I did read Storm and Fury at the beginning of October, and I just randomly got into the mood that I wanted to annotate this book because I knew that I would be keeping this. More likely, even if I didn't like the book as much as I like some of her other ones, I knew I would be keeping Jennifer L. Armentrout's book. So before we go into my tabs and more of a review on this book, I want to talk to you guys about some of my essentials that I have to have when I'm annotating. So to start off with, I always have a pencil, a pen, and a notebook to write down my thoughts. I personally don't like writing in books. I will highlight sections, but I don't like writing in them. I just can't read my handwriting when they're scrunched together. My handwriting's not that great, so I like having a little bit larger area to write down my notes or my thoughts and feelings on that certain section. And I always have an assortment of different highlighters. I do like these highlighters because if you can see, they actually have a clear middle, so when you're highlighting you can see the words up under it and go as far as you need to, so you don't over highlight or under highlight, I guess you can say. But I do personally like these, and I do use these, I guess, sticky notes. They're a type of sticky notes that you can put in the side of your book. I do have different meanings for each color for my sticky notes, so when I'm looking at my book I can tell where my feelings were and what's going on for each section. So here's my first page in my notebook for Storm and Fury. For my annotating, I do have the colors written down here. I do have a description for each color and tab. So yellow's for characters, and this could be mean characters' names first mentioned. This could be their description. It's just mainly for characters like when we really first see them and first getting to know their name, so I can remember, oh well, so and so didn't come into page 200 and something, so I'll have a yellow sticky note there. So it's just introducing new characters and their descriptions. And I also usually highlight it with a yellow highlighter. Green is for important parts that I think will have an impact on the story later in the story, if that makes any sense. So if I kind of know something but the character doesn't know, and I feel like that's a very important part, I will highlight that in green and put a green sticky note there. Blue is for sad moments. If someone has died, or I just feel like the characters are not going how they should, or they're angry at each other, I will put a blue sticky note there. And I'll also like to highlight the part in blue. Purple is for favorites, and honestly that could be romantical favorite parts, that could be a funny part, quotes that I like. It's just a favorite part. Lighter purple is for relationships. This could be friendships, romantic relationships that I kind of see come together. If a character is talking about something that happened with a best friend and the reason why they're a best friend from years ago, I do like to highlight that spot in a lighter purple and to put a sticky note there. Orange is for questions that I might have, that maybe some plot holes that don't really make sense to me at that point in the story, and I will even go back and like write down the page number in the question to see if that comes back around later on in the book or the series. And red is just everything that I dislike about the book. If I didn't like a certain character or a certain scene, I would put red, and I would highlight it in red because it's just something I really don't like. As you can tell, I don't really have a lot of red in here. I do have a few little spaces, but I think it's just where I got aggravated with some of the characters and some of the things the characters were doing that I did put a red sticky note there, and I probably did highlight that little section that I just did not like. But the notes I take, I do put the page, like page 10, and apparently I had a question, and I wrote the question there, and I could probably go to page 10. More likely I did a pretty good job, and I could go to page 10 and and find out that it was a question. Yep, so I went to page 10 and it was a question. Unfortunately, I did mark it in green, probably because I didn't have an orange highlighter at this time, but I don't want to spoil you guys for Storm and Fury, but that's how I annotate my books. I think it's very simple, and I think I explained it to the best of my abilities, but I do have plans on annotating and taking notes for The Wedding Date by Julia Gillard, and I think I want to do a whole review on this book once I get done doing that. Also might eventually show you guys some more of my quotes and the reason why I decided to annotate this book. I immensely enjoyed this and can't wait for the next book to come out next year, because I love Jennifer L. Armentrout so much. But guys, if you annotate your books, please let me know down in the description. I don't annotate everything. I only annotate every now and again when I just feel like this is a book that I will be keeping on my shelves forever and I want to write some notes and feelings down about it. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. Please remember to always subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notifications bell to be notified when I post new videos, and I look forward to seeing everybody soon in my next video. Bye!